At maximum, we've seen Zeno be able to destroy what? Let's say he could destroy all 12 universes. Like in his verse, that is very, very fucking impressive. I'll give you that. Well, that's fine and all, but he's not a fighter. Zeno never was a fighter, and like he's just all about raw power. That's just all Zeno is. So if you have somebody who is proven or can be proven to have more destructive output than that, or at least more defensive capacity than just 12 universes, then it'll say that he wouldn't be able to destroy them. We could likely assume, and I hate using the word assume, but we could logically infer that he's only at that level, so he can destroy all things, and that's 12 universes, and you can really like expand it, like being like but those universes have microcosms or whatever. But even if you wank that, it's like just say 12 universes. Like let's just keep it at 12. But even if you wanked it, you can't say that Xeno would be able to do some infinite amount of damage, so you could only scale him at 12 universal, or like multi-universal. Some people call that multiversal, but I'm like, nah, it gotta be infinite for me. For it to be a multiversal feat, it has to be infinite universes. Now, the burden of proof of the people who say he could do that stuff would be on them. So I don't believe that Zeno would be able to destroy like an infinite amount, or even like say for instance 50, 60 universes, not all at once. That seems like it's a little bit out of his realm of power, being that his whole verse is made up of only 12 universes. And if like you want to wank his place and then say there's a big ass void that's beyond that, and then little stuff inside of it.
In the beginning, it was just me and Sis. It was fine, but I wasn't satisfied. So I made more. I created the world. But I didn't stop there. No. I got the bug. So I kept creating. I made other worlds. Different combinations, scenarios, characters. Different versions of the same characters. You know, my other toys.
Another world?
Oh, right.
So, how many are there? How many other worlds or universes or realities or whatever?
I don't know. Kind of lost count. Most of them are boring. One's in reverse, and one there's no yellow. One of them's just all squirrels.
So Michael said that you create these worlds and you just toss them away, like failed versions of some book.
I don't know if you noticed, but the world kind of went insane.
Rioting in the streets as the Dow drops nearly 15,000 points.
Die Cyberung ist echt. State en tus casas. Repito, es muy peligroso. And it's been confirmed. The Queen of England is in fact a lizard.
To the inside.
See?
Can you fix it?
Fine. Fixed.
Really?
I'm God, Sam. Yeah, really. Good. Have it your way.
But I puked everywhere. Babe?
Hey.
Rod! What happened? Where is he?
I need less. It's time to clear the board. All the other worlds, alternate realities, the subplots, the failed spin-offs. It's time to start canceling shows.
Are you finished, sir? Is that all of them?
Nah, not yet. You know, unwinding whole worlds. Some take a snap, but others are more complex. They'll need more time, attention. But
So Chuck should casually be able to destroy more than 12 universes. And here's my logic. Well, the angels in the verse actually scale to being universal. A lot of it comes from scaling off of Lucifer, Michael. I'd say the main angels anyway. A lot of that scaling goes to universal automatically just because the levels of power that they exert, and especially in their true forms and with their vessels. And God can casually slap all the angels. He actually killed Jack, who could outpower and kill an angel just with raw strength alone or raw power alone. So, yeah, God would scale way above universal. In fact, he's written the entire supernatural verse. Everything's like a book to him, and he's had many failed projects. God actually said that he didn't remember how many universes there were, and for a God to not remember, it must be way bigger than 12. So I'd say that since God did create the universes and can control concepts and things like that, he'd be way above like 12 universes. You could argue multiversal, but that's yet to be proven. I mean, yeah, a God should be able to remember. Maybe that's saying that he's like infinite universal or whatever, but he does seem to really respect this version of Sam and Dean. So I mean, you could probably argue that he's not multiversal as an infinite multiversal, but I mean, the argument's yet to be seen. I'd have to see it. But God also, he isn't the top character in his verse either. For instance, Amara, his sister, kind of his older sister, but they referred to each other as twins before. But it seemed that she's way more powerful than God in the series, or at least not way more. God had to use the mark, a seal mark. He had to create all the angels and stuff like that, and he had to go out to war with her. But that doesn't prove that he's not beyond like universal 12 times just with his effects alone. That God can't remember, and he's like a premortal being. He always existed, like God didn't come into existence. Let's see. So since he scales that high and he's that old, I would at least say over hundreds and thousands of universes. I mean, that's a number that I just threw out there, but I'm not gonna stick with that and grandstand like, oh, he can do this. But I mean, that's where I, as a human, would probably start to forget shit like that. But so a guy probably would have a higher tolerance. That's just my logic.